Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video in the channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing a film called Hostel Part 2, or I've done a review on Hostel Part 1, or the first film, and you know, I did like the first Hostel film. I didn't think it was like amazing or great, I wouldn't call it, but I thought it was pretty effective at what it was doing, and I thought that they did handle that quite well with the story and stuff, and what the movie basically just wanted to go for. This movie is also directed by Eli Roth, as same as the first movie, so I know that they've made a Hostel 3 or Hostel Part 3 or whatever, but that movie isn't directed by Eli Roth, and it's supposed to be the weakest out of the 3 films that we have so far, but I haven't checked that film out yet, as I'm recording this video, of course. So, but what I can tell you is that this film is also directed by Eli Roth, the same person who also directed the first Hostel movie. So yeah, and any actors in this movie or something that I know, yeah, I don't know. I don't recognize a lot of the actors in this movie. I do recognize one actor, I think, called, like, what's she called in this movie? I don't know, I think it's like something beginning with L or something, but she plays this like shy kind of girl, woman or whatever in the movie, who is just very, very kind and overly positive and stuff, I guess. But so what you've got is that this movie is a little bit, you know, it's a little bit like the first movie, but at the same time it's really not. So now you've got these girls, and they go to this, I don't know, I forgot what it was, but they go to like Slovakia, I think, again. Then they go to this party. But then one of the girls in the group or whatever gets like kidnapped or tricked into this place, whatever. And what it was, that I think that everyone got like an email or something, or a message on the phone, and then they could, like, what is it called, bid money or something like that, I don't know, bid money on a person out of all these 4 girls or whatever it is, for them to, well, for them to torture them, I guess, and stuff like that. So it's kind of a little bit more law now, but you still follow the thing with the, what is it called, the hell is it called? Dog Hunting Wild Group. No, I have no idea. So it's kind of the same thing, except that this movie goes a lot more into the lore, I guess, and it has new characters and stuff. And what I liked about this film is that I think that this film is probably a lot more, or a bit more gorier and bloodier than the first film. And, you know, when it comes to horror, I'm a big fan of horror films. Then I guess that's kind of what I want. And I guess that's also what horror fans want. Horror film fans want. So that was nice to see in the film. And there are some great practical effects in this film. And the one with the, the one with the man in the end or whatever, and that kill on the chair, that I think it was actually like the final kill in the movie, or the final scene in the movie or something, but the man in the chair, whatever, if you know, you know. Yeah, that was done extremely well, and it was really fucking gross. But also just a lot of the other practical effects in this film also just done really well, and the blood looks really great and stuff. And I also thought that the story in this film was interesting. While I don't think that they executed the story or kind of setup on this movie in like the best way, I still thought that it was done pretty well. And I also really, really liked that, how kind of a bit like the first film, I guess, just how dodgy these people actually are. I mean, as soon as you see their faces, you're just like, do not trust that person or whatever, or do not trust them or whatever it is. You know, kind of that like suspicious thingy or whatever with these people, whatever, is done really great in the movie. Maybe even better than the first film, I don't know. But yeah, this film was okay. It was a bit fun, not that fun, but I don't like this film as much as the first film, because my negatives is that, first of all, I think some of the characters in this film I'm just not very invested in them, and I just don't think that they're that great. I also think that the acting, even though this film does have some great acting and stuff, some of the acting just feels very weird and stuff, and some of the dialogue, I think, from what I remember, isn't that great, and just kind of how Eli Roth writes his characters in this film, it is a bit weird, something like that, but, and I just didn't think that the story was as interesting in this film than the first one, but I saw I see what they're going for, but I do think that they could have done it quite a lot better, but so a bit disappointed there, a bit of missed potential. The editing in this, another positive that I forgot to say, is that I think the editing in this film is more consistent than the first one, so I guess that's a good thing. But I don't know, it's just something about this movie that I was kind of missing. I didn't invest in the characters that much. I didn't feel like I actually cared about them that much, so I don't know, this film was just kind of weird. It just felt really weird to watch. And I don't know, it kind of surprised me just kind of now when I think about it, how different this film is compared to the first Hostel film. I don't really know what to say. I don't think it's as good as the first film, but still, I think that a few people will like this film as much as they like the first one. A few people will think this film is worse, of course, and a few people will think this film maybe is even better. So, yeah, I don't... If you want to check out my rating for this film or something like that, then you can check the description of this video. With that said, thank you for watching.